Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. We are now week 3 into February, and we're about to start the Crockett Cup in Starrcade, and we need some teams for that. So that is going to be kind of the beginning of the show here, is kind of building up some teams. So we need 16 teams, I think. That's how tournaments work, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to need 16 people, or 16 teams, in order to make this work. And we don't have 16 teams. We got a couple. We got Hangman and Chase Owens. We got GOD, Generation Y we made. We still got the Best Friends. We got Kevin Condren and Pillman Jr., kind of having him trying to get a little bit of a rub there. Josephus, Soviet Bloc, Rhodes Brothers we don't have because Cody's still injured. So we need some more teams. Now, in our year review, we were kind of looking at some people. So I think we're going to go ahead and kind of go forward from there and start to grab some teams from the indies and see if we can fill up a roster. So we're going to need, let's see, if we need 16 teams, how many more do we need here? We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7. So we need like 8, 9 more teams. I think it's doable. So let's go ahead and let's scout for some teams real quick. Let's kind of start going through the tag team in the indie scene, see who we can scout in. We're going to get them for small contracts, just real small ones, short, like 3-month things or something like that. And then, because we might use them afterwards. We might decide that we want to keep them or something like that. But the idea of the Crockett Cup here for NWA is all competitors all around the world, best of the best, can kind of come in. And who knows who will win. And the thing is that I'm not going to know who's going to win, because in the previous tournaments, we've kind of done it differently. I've booked it out. This one, I'm going to let the game do it. So who knows how this is going to go, but I'm just going to roll the die and we're going to see the results. I'm going to be just as surprised as you are, because we're just going to let the Crockett Cup decide who wins. It should be cool, pretty cool. It could go horribly. I have no idea yet. But I thought it'd be really fun to try it out. Especially since we've done a couple tournaments so far, and I've booked it all out meticulously and picked all the winners and stuff like that. I don't want to do that this time. I want to just roll the die and see what happens. So with that in mind, let's grab some people and let's go ahead and book a freaking tournament. I think one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to scout from sort of the small rosters. We want some really cheap tag teams. It's a little difficult to find tag teams in here, so I kind of have to use my own personal experience and knowledge of this. So one of the things I want to do is I think we need to grab some of the ants from Chikara, though I have a feeling they're not really in there anymore. I hear that there was a big falling out in Chikara. I never got the full story, but I heard a lot of people left, which is kind of a bummer. So we could grab how much is Hollow Wicked? He's not interested in joining. Oh, or do we have like a issue with them now? Well, I guess, he probably doesn't want to join us. Isn't he somebody? You would think he's best friends with Icarus. You think he would join us? So Frightmere, not going to join us for a tag team, or isn't going to join us either, because without Hollow Wicked, there's no reason to grab him. We could grab the throwbacks. Probably is fine. How much are you? Nothing. That seems fine to me. So we'll like I said, what we're gonna do. We're gonna do real short contracts here, about 3 months. No coverage for travel, nothing like that, and we're just gonna book them in here. Like 700 per account. How low can I get you? 740? Yeah, sure. That's fine. So we'll grab Mark and Dasher to get a little Chikara going on. Now, we're also going to have some issues because we do have a lot of hostility. So we're not going to get, people from some of the areas that we're hostile in. Downside's too low. Yeah, whatever. Another 3 months. 550, huh? That's fine. We could also get Nighthawk and Silverhawk from them. So that was one team. So we need 9. I don't hate it. I think that's not bad. Oh, wow, you're so much money. Okay, never mind. I kind of want to do this cheap. Could grab the crabs. Yeah. Maybe we'll go back to an idea. Let's see. Who else do we want to grab from? Let's grab some people from CZ Dub. See who we got for tag teams here. That would be doable. Could do Alex Reynolds and John Silver. John Silver might cost too much now, though. Yeah, 1,200's a little much. Him and Desmond Xavier, huh? Also might not be bad. Yeah, that's about closer to where we're looking for here. We want to do it a little bit cheaper. We just don't want to go crazy. I mean, we're going to have to book a lot of shows. Not a lot of shows, because a lot of it's going to be in Starrcade, but, we want to book a lot of matches, and we're going to have to be careful with how much we spend. So Wentz and Xavier. Oh, Xavier's a lot. That's fine. We'll figure it out. See what I can get him to agree to. It's a high downside, my dude. Spent $1,350 for you, huh? All right. Well, we already committed to the first, so. Fortunately, we don't have Drew, so we can't reunite the Gulags. We do have Rory still in our roster, which would have been nice. How much is Joey Janela? Joey Janela is a little much. So it's like we could have MJF and him join. I wouldn't hate having MJF on the roster, period, because he's probably a young lion in the game. Probably would be pretty okay for us. Nation of Intoxication. How much are you guys? 1,100 and... So one half of that's not bad, but the other one's just too much money. All right, so let's skip out a CZ Dub. Who can we get? Can we get anybody from Defiant? Anyone willing to work? Well, we also have to make sure we can work in the United States. That's important. Because that'll reduce some of the possibilities here. Mega Men. How much are you guys? 1,200. What's Cody doing in Defiant in our game? Bad Bones probably cost. I'm not willing to spend that much there. Ricochet's still floating around. Because in this save, obviously, he has not joined WWE. So, oh. I mean, that'd be kind of nice, but I don't think we're going to grab Colt. Nobody from Defiant that we really want to grab for the tournament. We still need a lot, though. So let's start looking through. I mean, we could also just start grabbing people and making teams, but I kind of want to grab people that we would want to watch. See if anyone in Noah. I feel like Noah's going to be too expensive. Yeah. Him and Dragon Kid. Hiroki and Ishimori had a thing, but Ishimori's no longer there. No. Boy, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Let's see if anybody from Impact. We had Evan at one point, didn't we? Him and Trevor Lee had a tag team at one point. Might also be too expensive. That's closer to where we're looking at here. Him and Mike. Let's see if... Yeah, that's fine. We'll grab these guys. Fill that tournament up. And we'll also look at who we can make as a tag team in our promotion now to fill it up. But for now, I want some outsiders to kind of fill in the roster here a little bit. Give us some options. So him and Angel, we will grab. It's probably going to be basically the same price, I would imagine. Get another 3-month offer. We can always just cancel it without any penalty, but this gives us a little bit of a time. I figure it's going to be at least probably 2 months for the tournament, because we're not going to do a match every... we're not going to do, like... The entire of Starrcade is not going to be dedicated to it. You know, we're going to have a couple matches each time as part of the cup. So it's going to take a little bit of time, and I figure 3 months will give us enough time to kind of round it out. Matt Sydal. A lot of tag teams together with a bunch of different people, but I feel like he's going to be way too much money. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. Him and Davey Richards, too. Also too much money, though. We really want to stay low. Anybody in a House of Hardcore? I can't talk. House of Hardcore that would work. Could bring back Dalton Castle, but you know, we got rid of him at one point. We just weren't really using him. Killer Elite Squad we could bring in. Might be able to get Davey Boy Smith. I don't know. We could try. Let's see. Let's reset this and just see if we could do that. I mean, we kind of have hostilities with everywhere right now, so that might be difficult. Oh, God, he's so much money. I'm not willing to do that. As much as I actually would like Killer Elite Squad here, that's just ridiculous. Okay, so let's look at it. Anyone from AJPW that can come in? You know, we haven't really scouted there. I don't really know much about him, to be honest. Strong? Yeah, Funaki. Yeah. Look at that. Huh. How much are their main eventers? It's a little bit more than I'm willing to pay, be honest. Yujiro Takahashi has left New Japan and joined here. You know, what are you at? Oh, boo, ooh, ooh, oh, boy. Not that. CMLL. Anyone that we can grab? Anyone available? Dragon Lee, not really teamed up with anybody. He's a main eventer. He's going to cost way too much. Also under a written contract. Also written. Wow. They just signed everybody up here, huh? Look at that. Wow. John Morrison has a written deal with CMLL. That is not what I would have expected. Yeah, they locked their entire talent down. So that ain't going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to start maybe, Evolve. Might not be a bad option either. We're going to have to probably just make some teams. Got Matt Riddle, Jeff Cobb, the Chosen Bros. Might work. ACH2, not a bad option. A little too expensive, though. I feel like Matt Riddle might be cheaper. Actually, a little bit more. Tracy Williams. Get old hot sauce Tracy Williams in here. We could grab him and Orange Cassidy. They're both ants, I think. It's not a bad option. Yeah, I mean, Tracy Williams might just be good for us in general. How about this? Can I lowball you and just say you're going to be future main eventer? What would you want? 1080. What if I give you a hiring veto? 1030. Okay. I'm willing to do 1080 because depending on how we do with him, I might keep him around after that. Tracy Williams is not a bad option. Pretty young. Decent talent. Strong popularity in a whole bunch of areas. And as we kind of move out of some of our roster, he might not be a bad option here. Blaster, McMassive. You can grab him and Max Smash Blaster. I bet they're probably pretty cheap. Yeah, that's perfect. We need some jobber. I mean, but here's the thing. I would say we need some jobbers, but they could go all the way. We don't know. We're not going to be booking this. We're just going to let it run, let it ride, and see what happens. It's the worst idea I've ever done, but we're going to do it. Going to have people screaming right now at not the TV. Well, maybe you're watching on TV, but at least on your computer, just screaming at me right now, telling me, "God, no, don't do this. What are you doing? Please don't." All right, so we need Max Smashmaster, and Jesus. Yes, let's let Devastation Corporation go all the way. Why not? All right. 3 months again. We're going to keep it to this. Jesus, such a bad idea. God, $490. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Very cheap, what we want. All right, so that's, what was that, like 4? So let's get a couple more, and then let's see if we can kind of whip up some new tag teams in our roster. So what we're going to do... Oh, we need Orange Cassidy. That's right. Who, like, kind of also might just want in general. Incredibly talented in real life. But I just wonder if we'll get what we want out of him here. But him and this will allow us to make the colony. So we'll have Fire Ant and was he Worker Ant or Soldier Ant? I can't remember, but we'll find out. We'll find out very quickly. I wish you could search tag teams out there. It would be a great feature to kind of just pop up here. So I'm going to do at least regional level in the U.S. That's going to bring up way too many people, but we'll just kind of go down the relationships list and just see if there's anybody else that we see that we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense that we would want. Aerostar is probably way too expensive, right? Yeah, that's a little too much. Angelico. Him and Jack Evans. I feel like also probably going to be too expensive for both of them. Yeah, we want to be a little bit on the lower side here. We just don't want this tournament to cost us too much money. But we might find some new talent that we want. So, we might actually, what might be a great idea here is Axel Dieter. Are you? I don't think you work in America. No. We might want to look at people that are minimum years rookie, like 2 years pros, or anybody out there in a regional level. Because we might be able to steal some relatively young talent. Solo Darling Rumblebees. I don't know this guy at all. $700, Young Lion. Let's pop it up. I don't remember how long the Young Lion status stays. A little bit of time, not a lot though. I probably also have to say to hire. Shayna Baszler get fired from WWE? Keep that in mind. Does she have a popularity? Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Also Young Lion. Strong everything. You know what? Let's do we I have a suspicion we can get a lot of potential out of MJF, especially because he's not wrestling anywhere right now. Future main eventer. Not covered. $830. Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty cheap. We'll grab Joey Janela. That's what we'll do. Leah Tonga. Yeah. Oh no, too much money. La Parca Negra. Not really well known to have a tag team. I don't want the Hermit Crabs. Well, how much do you guys cost? Too much money. I would take you for $400, but So let's grab Janela real quick. We're not gonna pay a lot for him. We'll do 3 months. So I think what we'll do is we'll pull him in for the tournament, but I think we'll keep MJF. Might not be a bad option for us, especially for a cheaper upper. I have a feeling we'll be able to get him as a cheaper upper mid carder pretty quickly. 115, huh? That's fine. I don't even know how long he'll last in the tournament, but we'll see. All right, so that's not a bad group. Let's see who we have in our roster that we can make into a tag team. That's what we want to look at. Who's not already in one that could become one. It's people that we don't use a lot. Rory Gulak would be a good option to kind of put in with a tag team. Let's filter. We want Only men. And I don't think I care about pushes. We'll just see. Whoop. What did I do? What did I press? Nope. Shayna Baszler would make a good addition to our women's division, though. Might not be a bad option. All right. Bull James doesn't have a tag team. Fuda Nakamura. It's our young lion. Chihiro. Let's see if we can get this guy. Just because they have some experience together. Let's see. Like, you're in Dragon Gate. I know nothing about Dragon Gate. Oh, it's not active in America. Okay, so that ain't gonna work. I was gonna say we could have grabbed him real quick. Might not have been a bad option. Would have been a nice, quick, easy way to get a tag team partner. So we got a couple people that don't have tag team partners. Randy Rain also does not have a tag team partner. Wrestled with Cody Hall. Currently unemployed. You cheap? Yeah, that's good enough. We'll pull you in. Yeah, whatever. 700's fine. 3 months. We'll use him. Maybe we'll job him out to something. If he gets popular, we could do stuff with him. I don't know anything about him. Based in Kanto. Well, that's a hell of a flight for $700, dude. But come on in, if you wanna. All right, so we got some options there. Let's start building some teams. So we have best friends already. Randy Rain, we're gonna have a person with. Who else were we looking at here? We need somebody for Icarus too. Could get Ricochet. He used to actually wrestle with Icarus a long time ago. PJ Black, we don't have anybody with either. Let's see who we have for incomplete teams. Anybody? Bad Influence, Petey Williams. Vaudevillains, we don't have enough people for. Hype Bros, we don't have enough people for. Switchblade Conspiracy, if you follow the news, might be happening again. Kind of interesting. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. You've still written over there, huh? Mega Muscles. All right, so we don't really have any major tag teams that we're missing here. So we can start making some up as we go. So let's go ahead and do that. Who do we have? I want to see what our heels are and what our faces are first. Male and the loudest salt truck I've ever heard. It's getting louder. Is it just going to crash through my building? Literally, this truck just pulled up right in front of my house. Thanks. Let's see here. We want heels. Okay. So Bull and Randy Rain we could do. So let's do that. Teams. Add team. So give Bull James something to do. Having him partner with another heel will work well. Any good bad names popping up here? Bull and Reigns, huh? Hmm. Bull Reigns. There you go. Let's combine their names together. So we got that. We got... Who else do we have here that we want to make a team? Got PJ Black could go with somebody. PJ, what is your disposition right now? Face. Rory's, I think, heel. So let's go ahead and look at this again. Let's look at faces. Flip's not doing anything. Can bring him in. Ryan Nemeth, I think, already has a tag team. Zack Ryder doesn't have a tag team. I mean, I think I like Flip and PJ. Might not be a bad team. I don't know how they jive together, but I kind of like the idea. I'm going to have them set up as individuals. Actually, no, we'll do it as a unit because you know what? PJ could use the rub. And we've been pretty positive on Flip. They're going to be the Aerial Darewolves. So that's a couple teams. Okay, looking good. Who else we got? Let's fill this out. Bull's got a team now. Bull Reigns. Icarus could use somebody. But he's part of the cult, so doesn't really make sense right now. Russell, we're not really using for anything. Like, what are we doing with Gulak? What are we really doing with him at this point? Why do we have him around? It's 560 a show. We got negative momentum, lower mid-carder. What do we do with him? He's a heel. Your heel is strong. Your heel is your best thing. Man, I just don't know what I want to do with him anymore. But I feel like we've never really fully utilized him correctly. Tim Storm's our Founders Champion. Like maybe we align Gulak with Tim Storm. We could probably use that too because we could have limited involvement in a match with Tim Storm, give him more momentum, and then allow Rory to do most of the work. So maybe we start to have Rory become a corporate shill. The company men. All right. So what we got here? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're negotiating with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have over the amount, but we're probably not going to use our champions. So I think we're good there. So I think we have we have enough people for a tournament. Some outsiders, some insiders, some new teams. Awesome. Wow. We did this for a bit, huh? Let's go ahead and book a Starcade while we get these guys in, and we'll start the tournament. All right, we're getting some of our negotiations back in. Should come in without a hitch, I would imagine. Kind of excited to have MJF on the roster. Might not be a really bad, as we kind of transition into some younger wrestlers to kind of make up the bulk of the roster, he might not be a bad option for us to try to save some money and kind of move away. You know, I've been criticized in the past for maybe being a little too starstruck while playing this and kind of filling up the roster with maybe some bigger names that I should have. I think we've gotten better at that, but we definitely still have some of that going on. I don't necessarily agree with it entirely because I think we need to have some star power in order to produce momentum, and obviously we need to have the right ratings in order to produce the shows, and that just is what it is. But I think we could be smarter about how we utilize them. So that's my crux, you know. But my New Year's resolution will be to still be very bad at this game and make really bad decisions. So don't expect too much from me. Let's go ahead and get these teams in here. First, we gotta auto push everybody, get everybody where they need to be. Boop, boop. All right, teams. I think they'll show up here in incomplete too. I don't remember some of the ones that we had. Dashing Ones and Devastation Corporation. Yeah, okay. So let's get these in here. I hope tag teams are better in 2020 because sometimes I feel like it's just very hard to manage tag teams in this game sometimes. Who we look for? We're looking for, like, I should be able to just select this and it should know who to find in this list. Would be nice. Though I should know here too, and I'm kind of it's Mark. Throwbacks. We're gonna grab Angel Ortiz and I think it's Mike Drazen. Yep. We're gonna grab where are we looking here? Smash Master, and we want, where are you? Did we not get them yet? I thought we did. Am I missing them? Blaster McMassive. Did we not get Blaster McMassive yet? Did he not come on board? Are we still waiting that negotiation? I mean, we are still waiting some of the people, so. Well, fine. Not everyone has to come on board at the same time. Thought you all would have wanted to be part of the NWA, but that's fine. Do we have anybody else that we could fill in yet? Is Orange Cassidy here yet? No. Okay, so we're going to have to wait for some more. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see. Hopefully they'll be in the next 4 days. All right. Got some more coming in. It's not everybody, but they're getting here. Orange Cassidy. Waiting for a few more coming in here. So I think this was just from our year end. We were deciding to grab him. So we're still waiting for a few more here. We need Desmond, Tracy. I think they're part of the tag team together, and Janela's going to be MGF's tag team partner. Okay, it's not bad. We're almost there. almost filling it out here. We need Devastation Corporation, so let's pull them in here. Blaster McMassive and Max Smash Master. Yeah, have them together. Except could have been possible too, but I like the idea of having PJ and Flip doing stuff. I think that could be fun. We need Tracy Williams for Hot Sauce Tracy Williams for the Colony. So we still don't have that yet. Let's go ahead, keep on going. Come on, we got everybody yet? No. Still don't have everybody yet. When's the show? 2 days. Okay, come on. 2 days. You guys can do it. Final negotiation push. There we go. Okay. Now we got everybody. Let's give everybody that last push, auto push here. Good. And with this, we can go ahead and fill out the rest of the teams. So, first thing, actually, for now, we're going to give Cassidy his alter ego. Bring Fire Ant back in here. Get immediately sued by Quackenbush. And we need Tracy Williams. I think it was Worker Ant, I want to say. Or was it Green Ant? Silver Ant? Probably do Silver Ant. It's interesting the people that were the ants. There's some surprisingly big names that at one point, well, not necessarily big names, but surprisingly well-known people that were at some point an ant in the Wrestle Factory, which is kind of fun. But not so much anymore. It's kind of a shame. I felt like Chikara had a major decline in the last couple of years. They lost some of their best people. Obviously, there was a creative fracturing there that really split things up, and a lot of shade towards Mike Quackenbush and a whole bunch of other drama. And it's just kind of a bummer to see it all go down like that. And then we need MJF and Zachary Wentz, I believe. I think that's the team, right? Or Xavier and Wentz. Who was MJF with? Can't remember what they were called. Let's look at him real fast. What were you? Joey Janela. That's right. Next Big Things. Okay. Couldn't remember for a second there what his tag name was. I was like, who did we actually bring over? So Joey Janela and MJF. So, okay, there should actually be called. Now, I'm going to give them individual type, I think, because I think we're only going to keep Joey Janela around for a little bit and then break him off with MJF and have MJF do his own thing. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and our final one. Are we still waiting for Desmond? No. Okay. So our final team is Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Boom. Okay. We got a roster. So let's go ahead and book Starrcade. 64% backstage rating has dropped dramatically from the last couple times we've had it. Not horrible, but it's not great. Definitely not where we want to be. Do we have anything horrific? Not really. Okay. So do we clear the air? Let's clear the air. It'll hurt us a little bit, but it'll give them a little bit of a bonus. Everyone's really mad at me. It's from some capacity. So we lose a little bit of backstage rating, but it's not the biggest deal. Hulu Plus, we're still going to have to renegotiate that at some point and take a look at going elsewhere. I think some people have recommended maybe doing YouTube instead, which might not be a bad idea. We're going to have 1,100 fans. Let's go ahead and pick the best venue. Plymouth County Fair is still going to be doing it for us. And let's go ahead and book the show. So we're going to have a little bit of our tournament, which I said we're just going to randomly book. I'm not even going to know who who's actually going to win it. So that'll be kind of fun and interesting. But we're also going to go ahead and do a regular show as well. We're going to be sprinkling in the Crockett Cup as we go through the next couple shows. All right, let's book it. All right, guys, we are back, ready to run our next episode of Starrcade and the beginning of the Crockett Cup tournament. Now, remember, as I said before, we are letting the game pick randomly, so who knows how the Crockett Cup will go down. We have no idea, so it should be pretty entertaining. Could be completely crazy. We'll see how it goes. Let's go take a look. So we start off with Tony Schiavone making an announcement about the Crockett Cup over an announce table, saying that the Crockett Cup will commence, and in the course of the next so many weeks, contestants will be competing on Starrcade in a single elimination 16-team tag tournament championship match, or tag tournament matches, and the winner of it will get a shot at the NWA Tag Team Championship. So they'll get a championship match. Any teams are open to join, and he says it's an open competition from all around the world, the best of the best. It does okay. Nothing really specific about this segment. It gets a D. It's fine. We also have another promo. Disciple Icarus, this time sort of in their weird backstage lair boiler room, making a bold statement now that he has the North American Championship and has defended it again, saying that he is true of faith with the cult, and he knows that the Lord of Light will protect him, and he issues an open challenge next week for anyone to come face him, and he is confident that he will be able to defend it. Gets the crowd hotter. They liked it. Apparently he's not horrible in terms of the mic work, which is good. D's not bad for this, especially for him. So, not bad. All right. We have our first Crockett Cup match between Bull Reigns and Hangman Page and Chase Owens. Hangman Page and Chase Owens defeat Bull Reigns in 8 minutes. Hangman Page defeats Randy Rain by pinfall with the Adam's Apple. So not bad. Hangman Page and Chase Owens do not work well as a team. Their timing is all over the place. Randy had a 41. Hangman Page had a 56. Bull James and Chase Owens hanging down in the lower ends. Did get the crowd hotter though, so not bad. And Chase Owens is performing better in his performance skills. So Chase and Page really don't click. I think we knew this previously, but that's fine. We were not going to have them as a tag team for long, but, it is what it is. We'll move on from it. 42 is not bad. We have a match with the X Division champion, Ashley Vox, an exhibition match. Thoroughly defeats Brandy Rhodes in 6 minutes of pinfall, trying to build up some dominance with her. She has a 43. Brandy Rhodes has a 24. improving their performance skills. Remember, she's a young lion. She's going to improve a lot. She's probably going to be maybe the future face of our women's division. Though I'm thinking about Shayna Baszler. Let me know if you think I should grab her now that we notice she's a free agent. Probably the right price and might not be a bad get for us. We'll definitely make Ronda happy, and maybe we can kick Ronda to the side. I'd honestly rather have Shayna than Ronda, though Ronda's a much bigger star. But, you know, it is what it is, but might not be a bad addition. 40 D- is fine. Brandy pretty much brought it down, but that's to be expected. We have a backstage angle next. Paul Pinky George III meets with Tim Storm in his office, and he basically tells him, listen, you're entering the tournament. I want you to have a reward. I want you to have that title shot. You deserve it. And we'll work towards that. But for now, what I need to know that my divisions are in line. Okay, I have investors coming into this now, and they need to know that everybody that has belts represent us. And right now, the tag team division does not represent the NWA, my NWA. And Tim agrees. I'll do whatever it takes, especially if you're going to back me. He's like, okay, well, you need a tag team partner. And I found a company man, a new guy that has been left aside in this company that, much like you, believes in this future. And he brings out Rory Gulak, and he's like, you're now going to tag team with him. You guys are going to make it to the end, and your guys going to steal that damn tag team championship away from this cult and bring some legitimacy back to this division. So, you know, we have the Founders Clause moving forward a little bit. We see more relationship with Tim Storm. We have Rory Gulak now aligning with all three of them as the mischievous, manipulative Pinky George starts to build a little group of putties to kind of put in front of him and start to kind of protect his investment in the majority stake in the NWA. We have another match with for the Crockett Cup. We have the Colony versus Generation Y. It's pretty poor. The Colony, though, defeat Generation Y and move on in 7 minutes when Fire Ant defeats Jimmy Jacobs with a pinfall and a super kick. They debut. Get decent reaction from it all. You know, not too bad, all things considered. Kind of what we would expect from this type of match. They're about evenly matched. And so they got 42. It's not horrible. All right, so now we have Cody Rhodes coming out, still wrapped up in his injury, and he cuts a promo in the ring. He says, you know, it feels really good to be back in this ring, but it'll feel better in 2 weeks when I'm cleared to wrestle again. Of course, the crowd cheers at it. But, you know, there's this nagging thing about it all, something that feels wrong about it. I don't have the 10 pounds of gold around my waist while I'm standing in this ring. I don't care who has it. I know who has it. I don't care what they mean to me backstage. Come in 2 weeks, I want that belt that I never lost back, and I'll do anything it takes. Dustin, I love you, but get ready. So, you know, they're both still faces, but we're starting to see that, you know, Cody is now going to go back for the rematch. And we'll have to see how Dustin feels about that. But he has made his intentions clear that he will fight his brother for the belt. Does really well. Brandy's out there managing him and has good chemistry together. Doesn't get the crowd hotter, which I thought it was going to, but that's fine. And in the final match, we have Will Ospreay's first main eventer match after having lost the junior heavyweight title. He has it against Zack Ryder. Fantastic heat, great wrestling. Everyone wanted to see Will Ospreay win, and does in 12 minutes with a 630 splash. Seemed really off his game, though, surprisingly, but it got the crowd buzzing. It had 79, 52 from Ryder. No improvements, so even off his game, got a B- for us. How can I even complain? Overall, show got a C. It's not bad. Increased our popularity. You know, not a bad Starrcade. Let's see what we got in the mail here real quick. Boop. Time to heal. Will Ospreay's a little hurt. Maybe that's why he was off a little bit last night. Rory Gulak's complaining about his momentum, which, you know, we're going to give him some momentum, so that's fine. We got a .02 in our TV rating. That's actually a little bit better than we normally get. And Chase Owens, Raven does not like Chase Owens. So building up some momentum. We're little notches, slowly but surely. And obviously we have the beginnings of our Crockett Cup going in that we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be completely random. In order to really make sure it's random, I might not actually have the game book it, because I think it has some weighted things for who's on the card or something like that. But I'm going to use a random roller and actually just do a random pick. So it's really, truly going to be random, and we'll have that selection. But that is it for me today, guys. That was a long one. We did a lot today. We definitely have a path going forward for the Crockett Cup. We definitely know some of the storylines going on in the future, all leading ultimately to a big conclusion between Dustin and Cody to see which of the Rhodes brothers will leave with the title. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will see you again next time.